Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Ada Cinta Mentari from class 5 TV1. In this video, I will explain about an analysis of sentence structure as a syntax project presentation. Let's begin with the definition of syntax. What is syntax? Syntax is the study of the arrangement of words and phrases to create a meaningful sentences. And there's also a language function. Language is a human system used to convey information built upon structure rules. And the next is core properties of syntax. I mentioned 3 properties of syntax. The first one is hierarchy and constituent structure. Words group into units. Example, noun phrases, verb phrases, adjective phrases, and adverb phrases that build sentences step by step. For example, the sentence, the quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. And the quick brown fox is a noun phrase that functions as a subject. And second is word order. The sequence of words is crucial, especially in English, as it determines meaning. For example, John loves Mary is different from Mary loves John. Next is grammar rules and agreement. Syntax ensures sentences follow rules such as subject, verb matching. Example, she walks is correct, but she walk without s is incorrect. I got 10 authentic sentences. These sentences were selected to demonstrate diverse grammatical structures and expressive language. First is the sun dipped below the horizon, leaving streaks of orange across the sky. Second, he didn't say a word, but his silence spoke volumes. Third, the only way to achieve the impossible is to believe it is possible. Fourth, I used to believe that happiness depended on success. And the fifth, you never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view. And sixth, when she opened the old box, a wave of memories rushed back. And seven, the world breaks everyone and afterward, many are strong at the broken places. And eight, many people find comfort in routines because they create a sense of stability. And 9, you are the bane of my existence and the object of all my desire. And the last sentence is if I had known earlier, I would have helped you. Next is case study lexical categories. I studied the word Alright, the next is case study lexical categories. And I take example from the sentence, he didn't say a word, but his silence spoke volumes. I identify the lexical categories. Parts of speech reveals the foundational components of the sentence. Let's break the sentence into 2 clauses. The first one is, he didn't say a word. He is a pronoun, function as the subject. And didn't is a contradiction of did not, where did is an auxiliary verb and not is an adverb, indicating negation. And then say, it is the main verb expressing the action, and as a determiner. And the next is word as a noun. And there's also connector but to connect 2 independent clauses. And to the second clause, his silence spoke volumes. His is a possessive determiner, modifying the noun silence, which is a noun, and the subject of the second clause. And the verb spoke is the past tense form of the verb speak. And volume is a noun, function as the direct object of spoke. Alright, next is grammatical categories. Analyzing grammatical categories provide detail on features like tense, number, and case for each word in the sentence. And I choose the same sentence, which is, he didn't say a word, but his silence spoke volumes. He is a pronoun, the third person, singular nominative case as a subject, and didn't or did not is the auxiliary plus negative particle, past tense, simple aspect, and negative polarity. Next is say is the main verb, base form from non-finite, and tense carried by auxiliary. Next is word, noun, singular, countable, and common case. And next is spoke, main verb, past tense, simple aspect and active voice. Next is volumes, noun, plural, countable, common case as a direct object. The next is constituent structure analysis, and I analyzed 3 sentences. The first sentence is you are the bane of my existence. Subject NP is you and predicate VV are the bane of my existences. The VP contains a linking verb and a subject complement NP modified by a prepositional phrase. The next sentence is if I had known earlier, I would have helped you. It is a complex conditional sentence, subordinate clause. The CP is I had known earlier. Main clause is I would have helped you, and the CP starts with the complementizer if. And the last sentence is I used to believe that happiness depended on success. The main verb phrase were used to indicate past habitual action, main VP used to believe, and then CP that happiness depended on success. Complementizer phrase functioning as the object of the main verb believe. And VP dependent on success, predicate of the embedded clause, and PP on success, prepositional phrase complement of the verb dependent. Is testing constituents, substitution, and coordination. Constituency tests confirm which word groups function as a single, movable units within a sentence. The first sentence is he didn't say a word, but his silence spoke volumes. Substitution test, it worked. Replacing a word with it, or for example, he didn't say it, it confirms a word is a noun phrase. And coordination test, it also worked. Coordinating his silence with his stares confirms his silence is an NP. Next is movement test, but it failed. Moving the subject but spoke volume, his silence is ungrammatical, showing English strict over word order rules. Second sentence is you are the bane of my existence and the object of all my desire. Coordination test, it worked perfectly. The sentence structure itself coordinates two long in piece, confirming their constituent status. And substitution test, it limited. Replacing the bane of my existence with it is grammatically okay, but semantically awkward due to the coordination. And movement test, it worked partially. Fronting the NP is possible for poetic emphasis, indicating it behaved as a constituent. Next is the most challenging part in doing analysis on syntax. The first one is identifying constituents. It was difficult to decide where one phrase ended and another began, especially with embedded clause. At first, it seemed simple to identify parts like what is noun, what is verbs, and preposition, but when I had to divide the sentence into larger grammatical units such as NP, VP, PP, and AP, it's really hard and difficult. The next is visualizing hierarchy. Creating 3 diagrams was challenging as it required visualizing the complex hierarchical relationship among words and phrases. I admit that it is hard to do an analysis on sentence structure, but here's the key takeaways, the value of syntax analysis. Syntax analysis moves beyond simple parts of speech to reveal the systematic organized structure underlying all meaningful language. The first is hierarchical structure. Sentences are not just word sequences, they are organized into constituents that logically structure meaning. Second, evidence-based relationships. Constituency tests provide concrete evidence for the relationship between words, showing which elements function as a single unit. And the last is deeper comprehension. Understanding syntax allows for a more systematic and precise appreciation of the complexity and precision of linguistic structure. After doing the analysis, I have come to understand that syntax analysis plays After doing an analysis, I have come to understand that syntax plays a crucial role in helping me comprehend a language at a deeper and more systematic level. By analyzing sentences and breaking them into constituents, I realized that every sentence has an internal structure that organizes meaning logically. Although sometimes that's all from me. Thank you for your attention.